last night
was hard. It was emotional.
It was a tough one, emotional for the Super Falcons and for all the Nigerian football faithfuls out there. I mean, we've followed this team despite the fact that they started, on a defeating note. They lost that first game against South Africa, but they held on. Went on to win next games and won the quarterfinal fixture, booked a place for the World Cup next year, and just looking to go on further to go for that 10th AWCON title, but they fell by the wayside last night in difficult circumstances. The home crowd was there for the host nation. The fans were intimidating. I mean, it's not the first time the Super Falcons were playing, against the home team in a tournament. They've done that before. Before the game, Ngozi Okobi, she was speaking tough that they will handle, the pressure and everything. But they did handle it actually, and but at the end of the day, ended in defeat. That's what mattered most. I mean, 2 red cards in a game. There's one thing about the red card is arguably they were definite red card. They were stamped actually, but that's another talking point in the game. But it's sad to see. Like you said, it was emotional for a player like Ajibade, who's been the best players for the Falcons. The engine of the team, the star girl of the team, ending the tournament with the red card. It was really, really emotional for me. But I mean, thumbs up to the team. They achieved one of their targets, which is to secure World Cup qualifications. But let's talk about the game now. How was the game for you? Just describe your emotions towards that game last night, and how was it for you throughout that game?
So South Africa qualified for the finals before. So I was really anticipating that Nigeria will get
face them again in the
finals and face them, and then prove that first game was a fluke, that they weren't better than us, and I still don't believe that they're better than us. But seeing what Morocco did at the Aisha Buhari tournament, and you see, the thing about life is the universe will give to you back what you have invested.
Yeah.
So if you look lately, Morocco have really done huge investment in sports. So it would have been very, very unfair for them not to even qualify for the World Cup. Them qualifying for the World Cup, what was in my head was, oh God, why are we meeting Morocco in the semis? Because it would have been a lot more beautiful if we had met them in the final. I thought that if we meet South Africa in the semifinals, we would have beaten them. So Morocco coming in, and before the game, my head was in the Mohammed VI facility, that beautiful. I don't know if our producer will put the pictures so that the people that are going to watch this video will see that beautiful Edifidi facility and the story behind it and everything. The Morocco couldn't have created that facility and provided us such beautiful stadium for the tournament and get heartbroken the way they did, with their supporters and everybody being highly emotional, backing the team vociferously. I think at that point
it was history making for them as well. Yes. Their first final.
I extracted myself from being a Nigerian and being a football person, and I said Nigeria might be better than these people. 11 against 11 will win them, but they deserve to be in the finals. They've been a good host. They've been a great country. They've also invested in football, in sports, so that, especially football, so that it doesn't turn out that it doesn't matter whether you invest or you don't invest. Some people with talent will just come and win it, right? Even Brazil invests a lot in infrastructure and development and growth. So,
hello, my name is Sumaira. I am from Pakistan, and you are watching Better TV Radio. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abdullah Wali. I'm from Pakistan, the #1 country in the world in cricket. You're watching Better Sports TV Radio. Please subscribe.
I'm sorry for this that I'm saying, that the Falcon fans will not be happy with me, but I think that they deserve to be in the finals. Do we deserve the elimination in the semi-finals? No, but for their investment, right now I want Morocco to win the tournament. That's how I see it, because it will encourage another country to say, okay, let's also do what Morocco have done and see how it can turn out for us. And by so doing, African football will develop, because the growth of African football is way, 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 way more important to me than the growth of one country and individual players. And then to think that all of these players were more developed in Morocco than in Europe or the rest of the world like our team is, I think it was the best result that could have come and won for Coach Randy Wondrop. We didn't go bashed, and then was Sabi coach. This was one of his best games in terms of tactics. Game management was excellent, tactical substitution, everything he did. He brought him on the gift at the very right time, left Onumunu up there. People thought he would have substituted that, but no. That was one thing he did I loved, because if he had just removed that and go and pack the balls, play that low block, maybe he would have made mistake. The fact that she was up there made 2 or 3 of the Moroccan players always stay back, waiting just in case there's a counter-attack from the back that would cause them a problem. And then on the give, if that ball had not hit the uprights, the woodwork, this would have been a different story. That would have been the biggest heartbreak that the Moroccans would have had. But I think it is written in the stars, the sky, the galaxies, the planet, they all align for Morocco. I just hope they would also align in the final and they get to win it. Even if South Africa had to pick up lots of red cards, that's none of my business right now. I just think that for the kind of investment that they've made, they deserve to win it. But then, if that is my argument, South Africa also have made a lot of tries. They lost 5 times in the finals of the African Women Cup of Nations. So by getting to the finals, Morocco have exceeded expectation. They've done well. If there's another country in Africa that deserves to hoist the trophy up again, it's also South Africa. So these are 2 countries that is deserving now, because South Africa have invested heavily in football over the years, even though the rivalry with Nigeria. I think that both teams in the finals deserve to be there. They should have it. Maybe God allowed that to happen because Nigeria would have gone to the final and spoiled the joy of anybody in the final, because Nigeria and finals is like Jose Mourinho and finals. So it's okay. There's nobody to blame. At least this time, Nigerian media will not go out blaming the coach. You can't even fault the coach.
Not the fans, though. Because
the fans have something implanted in them, a chip of blame implanted in them already. But I'm too advanced in the game to blame the coach on this one. Did he make a wrong selection in the first game against South Africa? Yes. I think that he was trying something. He wanted to have more attacking option in the team. I wanted maybe Rashida Tashibani to run from the back, from the midfield behind and go forward, but that didn't work. After that, he fixed it until the game against Morocco, who had not considered any goal. So for me, I really won't blame him and say he was the reason why we lost. We lost because, we had those 2 bad moments. Mistakes. Those 2 bad men where those red card came in, and even with 9 men for 50 minutes or more, 57 minutes, so we were able to hold our own with 9 players. I've played football. 1 man down, you'll be breathing through your ears. To have 2 men down, and then on the maybe got substituted, people forget that part, and we still held our own up until the penalty shootout. Come on, you can't blame the coach.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.